Good day everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss about the digital learning resources. Digital resources refers to applications or apps, software, programs, or websites that engage students in learning activities and support students' learning goals. Digital is a learning method based on the use of new digital tools to enable learners to learn in different way, whether it be face-to-face, distance learning, asynchronous or synchronous or blended learning. Digital resources can be defined as materials that have been conceived and created digitally or by converting analog materials to a digital format. What is the importance of digital learning? Digital learning can enhance learning experience, save teachers' time, enable teachers to better tailor learning to student needs, aid in tracking student progress, provide transparency into the learning process for all stakeholders, and much more. In time of pandemic, online education should be a vital part of teaching and learning. By integrating technology into existing curricula, as opposed to using it solely as crisis management tool, teachers can harness online learning as a powerful educational tool. The use of digital learning tools can increase student engagement, help teachers improve their lesson plans, and facilitate personalized learning. It also helps students build essential 21st century skills. One way that digital resources can be empowering is that they allow students to access information needed for research and assignments in or outside the classroom, as well as prepare for class on their own time and in their own way. The digital resources can be a powerful tool to deepen and support learning, but can also pose some challenges. So there are advantages and disadvantages of digital resources. The advantages of digital resources: first is interactive resources can provide students with feedback. Digital resources can create a varied learning experience. Digital resources are flexible. The student can pause, fast forward, or rewind them, reflecting their own preferences. Digital resources are asynchronous. The learner can access them at any time, not just in the classroom. Some concepts are more powerful learned from a video. For example, seeing an artwork, observing a dance, illustrating an abstract concept. Why do we use digital learning resources? Learning tools and technology enable students to develop effective self directed learning skills. They're able to identify what they need to learn, find and use online resources, apply the information on the problem at hand, and even evaluate resultant feedback. So, what are the examples of digital resources? Digital resources like simulations, models, graphics, animations, quizzes, games, ebooks, and e-notes are making learning more accessible, engaging, and contextualized. So there are many applications that can be used in digital learning. First is Edmodo. It is an educational tool that connects teachers and students and is assimilated into a social network. In this one, teachers can create online collaborative groups, administer and provide educational materials, measures student performance, and communicate with parents, among other functions. Edmodo has more than 34 million users who connect to create a learning process that is more enriching, personalized, and aligned with the opportunities brought by technology and the digital environment. Next is Google Classroom. It is a blended learning platform developed by Google for educational institutions that aim to simplify creating, distributing, and grading assignments. The primary purpose of Google Classroom is to streamline the process of sharing files between teachers and the students. There are benefits to using digital resources. First is they help develop the students' 21st century technology skills. They increase students' motivation because most are digital natives and enjoy using technology. They prevent students from losing their work because it's automatically saved and they can accidentally forget it at home. They help students keep up their class when they are absent because they can access materials wherever they are if they have an internet connection. And they help students prepare for online standardized tests by practicing reading and typing online. Then they save time because teachers don't have to print out and photocopy materials for students. They enable teachers to access materials wherever they have an internet connection and across digital platforms. And they help preserve the environment by going paperless. There are also disadvantages of digital resources. First is, interactive resources can be more expensive to license or create. Digital resources can be more challenging to update than, say, a reading list. Digital resources can take longer to review than, say, a text, which can be quickly skimmed. Technology problems and the need for expensive equipment may inhibit student access. I think the most helpful in teaching daily subjects or topics is the digital learning resource because in our current situation, teaching is hard. We need to find alternative ways and solutions that will help us deliver quality education and overcome these trials posed by the pandemic. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, the traditional face-to-face in classroom is not allowed. Therefore, different learning delivery modalities were introduced so that schools have options depending on the COVID-19 restriction and particular context of learners in the school or locality. This then brought discomfort and offered a different level of challenge, especially to teachers teaching skill based subjects like technology and livelihood education or TLE. It requires the skills of the students rather than the knowledge that they process. It may be a bit common, but TLE can be a difficult subject at times. For this reason, teachers struggle in finding the easiest way in delivering the skills even without face to face. Teachers are coming up with ideas like making video demo presentations for students so that they can see detail by detail on how things should be done. In the new normal, we need to think of possible ways in how to help our students do their activities using localized products, materials, and equipment available in their houses. In doing so, their performances would be far better. But how can we localize the materials for our students? This is possible only when they can figure out substitutes in the absence of the needed materials, assuring that it will have the same outcome. So that's all. Thank you for watching.